Scorpio, what is up, Scorpio? I hope you are having a fantastic week so far. I just want to say thank you to all of you guys who have subscribed to the channel. I've reached 100 subscribers and I will be giving away the reading by the end of the week. So if you want to be still included in that draw, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button. Let me know down below that you subscribed and maybe hit the like button too, because that would be oh so awesome. All right, well, I'm going to go through your astrology here, Scorpio. And as I'm doing that, of course, I'm going to shuffle the cards. Today I am using the Fountain Tarot, and I usually go by rising sign. So if you know your rising sign, use it by all means, or your sun or moon sign. You can use your Venus sign too, I guess, but sun, moon, or rising is going to be the most accurate. And I do the astrology based off of your rising sign. If you don't know what your rising sign is, you can send me a DM or an email or ask me with your birth information, or you can go to astro.com, I believe, and go to their free chart generators and just put in your own information. You need to know your exact time of birth in order for it to be the most accurate to your chart. All right, well, let's go into this, Scorpio. Well, we have, of course, it is Scorpio season, so happy birthday, Scorpios. Like, how cool are you guys? All right, so geez, we just got out of Mercury retrograde. And you think I'd be able to talk a little bit better since we're out of Mercury retrograde. All right, so right now we're moving out of in conjunction with Uranus and Venus. This is like letting go of the romantic or kind of like, you know, the home situations that aren't really vibing with you. Uranus is kind of the thing that comes in and tears everything up and just like, you know what, let's start fresh. And for you, this is like your 12th house. This is where Venus is, and this is kind of like, you know, changing up those like kind of, I want to say, subconscious things. Also, people who maybe talk behind your back, kind of thing, like getting rid of those types of people, like hidden enemies. Kind of like mental sickness as well, kind of clearing things out that way. Yeah, so let's continue. That would be in Libra, of course. That's your 12th house. So let's go and see what else we got coming up. Mercury is direct in Libra, which is your 12th house again, and this is really kind of getting specific about generally this means contracts and, you know, moving forward with communication. So over the last like little while, this Mercury retrograde, the last 3 weeks, you could have been feeling a little bit less able to communicate and stuff and, you know, get your feelings across. Well, now you're actually going to start seeing some motion in this realm, which is very good. On the 4th, well, it's today, we have the moon trine Venus, so the energy is flowing nicely from the emotions to create your creative pursuits and relationships and home. And once again, that's your 12th house. So let's see what else we got going on. On the 6th, we're going to have the moon opposite all this heavy energy in your, your 3rd house of like communication, travel, education, all that kind of stuff. And so when it comes into the opposition from your 8th house, or from your 9th house rather, this is going to be a lot of like your beliefs challenging what you're actually learning and like what skills you're actually acquiring, which, you know, it can be good to reflect on that. It's the moon, of course, so it is going to help you reflect on these things. So maybe you'll clear things up, get in contact with like a teacher or something, and, you know, maybe things will start flowing a little bit better. All right, and then we have the sun moving into a trine with Neptune in Pisces, which is your, geez, what house is that for you? That's your 5th house of pleasure. And so this is like a very nice sort of like creative time for you coming up on the 6th here. And yeah, just be in it. You may be a little bit more dreamy and stuff too. It is a nice beneficial energy because trines generally are like a much gentler aspect. And then on the 10th, we have a Venus-Mars opposition, and that's going to be in your, your 6th house and your 12th house. So this is kind of like your daily routines and stuff. This could also bring up health issues as well, with Mars being in your 6th house of the body, of sickness, and also daily work and routines. So you may either, you know, Mars might be adding that kind of daily fire, like your daily grind, to that like hidden realm, like to your kind of like your subconscious beliefs, and vice versa. Like your subconscious beliefs could be actually influencing your actions throughout the day. So be aware of that. Also that day, Mercury is going back into your home sign of the first house of Scorpio. So that's exciting for you, because then Mercury's back in your sign. Like, you get to communicate all the things that you want to communicate, do the things you want to do, get things moving again, because I know things always kind of feel stuck with Mercury retrograde here. And then also on the same day, we have the Pluto Jupiter conjunction, which if you look at the numbers, it's really interesting, because the peaks of when those conjunctions have happened, it's happened 3 times. They actually go along with the pandemic numbers, which is really fascinating. So we might see a little bit of a rise in the pandemic numbers as we move through the rest of this week. This is also like, Jupiter is a planet that makes things bigger. And Pluto is the sign of transformation, of like complete, like it's like the death planet. It is transformation, but it's also a rebirth. So whatever happens, whatever is going on, just, you know, be rest assured that everything's going to work out the way it needs to be, and everything's going to be all right. And then on the 11th, we have Venus in an inconjunct to Neptune. So this is like, you know, really kind of putting a weird focus on Neptune, and like making sure that your actions and kind of like your dreams and stuff are in alignment with kind of like I want to say the illusions, or like, you know, trying to get those illusions cleared up, because that's going to be in your 5th house as well. So any sort of like feelings of weirdness around creativity or something, it may come into focus, but it's a beneficial energy. It's like Venus is really focused on what's going to give you pleasure, what's going to give you creativity. So this could be a very nice day for you. So that's the 11th. That was a bit long-winded. I am sorry if you didn't enjoy that part, but I had to get through it all. So let's go into your reading here. We're going to go with where you're at right now, or the latest energy that you've been going through. We're going to see what you got coming up for this week, and we're going to jump into messages from Spirit, as well as the Oracle cards. All right, let's get into the Scorpio. What do my lovely Scorpios, where are my lovely Scorpios right now? Thank you. Ooh. Perfect. Ace of Wands, wonderful energy. So you got some sort of project that's coming, or some sort of willpower. You're passionate about something. You've begun something. And ooh, the next card is a Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position. Fascinating. Okay, so with this energy, I feel like you started something and it kind of went off the rails a little bit, but I don't feel like it's a bad thing. I feel like kind of like it was supposed to happen in order for you to see something through. And you got the Tower here. Ooh, that's heavy. So yeah, Scorpio, geez, you were passionate about something. You were like, I'm going to get this off the ground. I'm going to do this. But the universe was like, hey, no, like, now that you've started this, your whole reality is going to be reconstructed. Like, you got the Tower here. It's crumbling down to the foundation. So this is actually a nice reading in the sense of, you know, whatever project this is, you know what, you're all in for it. And it may have like been topsy-turvy to begin with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. But the thing is, the Wheel of Fortune, it's always spinning. Like, it's always spinning, like the Zodiac. It's always spinning. So it's going to come around again. But as long as you're passionate and you have that willpower to succeed, it will succeed. And this Tower card is just like, hey, you know what? Sometimes big changes need to happen and you need to restart from ground zero. And that's like, with a beginning card, it happens. Like, it can be disheartening, of course, but you know what? To me, that's like, okay, that's learning. And you know what? You can't succeed without failure. Like, there's no one who is truly successful that hasn't failed a bunch of times. Like, get those failures out. Like, it's okay. Like, it's okay to fail. And I feel like we need to hear that more in general. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to fail. It's okay to feel like things aren't working out, because that's the truth. That's how we learn. If we didn't learn, if we didn't need to have that experience, we wouldn't have it. But we do need to have that experience because we're destined for greater things. Like, you can't even see where your destiny is heading yet, because you're still in the moment. All right, so I'm gonna see. Let's get like maybe 1 or 2 cards to clarify this, please? Oh, thank you. 5 of Wands. So this is, yeah, you don't want to fight about it. Like, you don't want to have, like, this competitive attitude about it. You kind of just want to, you want it to be easy. And, you know, maybe it is. Maybe it's coming together in a way that it's less combative. It's more, you know, a little more lazy, I guess. And this, maybe it's a time for you to rest with this failure or whatever and just like continue forward. Anyway, so let's go into what you got coming up for this week. What is coming up for my lovely Scorpios this week? Please and thank you. Spirit, universe, God, whatever you want to call it, helps us see with the cards. Connect to spirit. Like, this is the thing, like, you could think of spirit as being just energy. Like, just the field that surrounds all of us. Like, we're all held together. We're all 99.999% empty space, right? So think of the things that hold us together. It's just like these little charges of electricity, static electricity, that keep us, everything together. And that static electricity could very well be spirit. And I feel like that's what it is. So, whoa. I feel like whenever you connect with the cards, that's when they fill out. And I got a bunch here. So let's see what we got here. The first card that is kind of up right here is the 10 of Wands. So it feels like this week you're feeling a little bit overburdened, which is, it's okay. I mean, it's okay to feel overburdened. And like, well, like, you have a lot of work to do. But the thing about the 10 of Wands is it's a 10. It's the completion. It's like you're near completion of something, of some idea, of some project. And the wands, like I said, with the big Ace of Wands, the beginning of Wands, this is about willpower. This is about your creativity. This is about your drive to do something. So I feel like you've got your drive, and you're just going at it, and you're almost at the end of it, or almost at the, you know, the precipice of the amount of effort that you're going to need to put in. All right. And the card that came up after that was the Knight of Cups in the reverse position. So with the knights, I always kind of feel like they're people who are coming back to the castle with a message. Typically, this card is the knight in shining armor, the one coming back with this stable emotional message. But with it in the reverse position, I kind of feel like there's a need for emotional maturity, perhaps from you or someone else in your circle, pertaining to work or whatever this project is. This could also be you needing to step up more in the emotional sense. I know you're Scorpio. Of course, you're very aware of your emotions, and I do not put anything past you that way. So let's see what the underlying energy of this Knight of Cups is. The Nine of Coins. So yes, this is very much about being in your own power, knowing your self-worth. And I kind of feel like I'm getting the idea of like knowing your own emotional core before you try to find it from other people, if that makes sense. And with the Nine of Coins here, it's like, yeah, like she's tended to her garden, and she has like this bird, so she's getting messages from spirit. This is a very kind of like a solitary energy where she's just like chilling in her garden and really just appreciating who she is and what she's gained. And yeah, so in this context, I just feel like be happy for what you've accomplished this week, or be happy of what you do accomplish and for what you've done, and don't get hung up on the emotional things. Like, there may actually be delays as far as if you are looking for a romantic partner right now. So this week, yeah, you know what, there could be delays. So don't hold that against anybody or hold it against yourself. Remember to stay in your power here. It feels like you already are, but just remember to stay within your sense of worthiness, like your own sense of worthiness. All right, so let's see, get one more card here. And we got the 10 of Cups in the reverse position. This is very, very interesting, because on one hand, it's like, you know what, material abundance, but you're not feeling the abundance. Like, the 10 of Cups is about like feeling that ultimate happiness. So yeah, I feel like this is very much like, you know what, these cards are about work, and these cards are about love. So you are maybe feeling just emotionally drained and not connected at all to other people or something, and you just have work to focus on. But you know what? Sometimes that's what we need. Sometimes we just need to like settle down, or not settle down, but hunker down and get the work done and feel great about that. Because in the end, like, the vibration that we carry is what comes to us. So if we're sitting in a negative attitude about our abundance, or worrying too much that, you know, then our knight in shining armor isn't coming, then that's going to continue to hold that at bay. It's going to keep it out of our energetic system. It's not going to allow it in. What we have to do is accept our worthiness, especially with this Nine of Coins, and just keep on working, keep on trudging the path, keep on going towards our goals with the utmost happiness in mind. Like, remember or imagine how happy you would be if everything happened the way you wanted to. Like, and not to be so focused on the particulars, and being more focused on the actual emotion, because it's the emotion that drives the manifestation. So if you're coming from a place of positivity, well, that's going to happen for you. All right, let's continue this. Let's go into your messages from Spirit for this week. What messages do you have for my lovely Scorpios? Beautiful Scorpios. What message do you have for them? What message do you have? Thank you. Ooh, Page of Coins. So this is a message coming in for you about some sort of opportunity. It could be a financial opportunity, or just some sort of stability that's coming, or maybe it's somebody coming with an idea for a project, perhaps. But it kind of feels like money, just because it is coins. So this could be somebody gifting you money, even. Like, you see, this is a child here, and she's just like, she's bringing this coin. She's like, I found this giant coin in the field. Like, check it out. It's awesome. All right, let's see what the underlying energy of this card is. The 10 of Coins. Wow, this is the ultimate abundance. So yeah, Spirit's like, hey, be open to gifts. Be open to receiving the ultimate abundance. And since you're already feeling worthy, this is going to be very easy for you. Maybe not the emotional stuff, but definitely the resource and monetary and that kind of abundance, that material abundance that really helps you feel stable in the world. So that Spirit's trying to tell you that that's coming in for you, all right? So let's get a couple more cards to see what else is coming up for you. Got first card, thank you so much. Wow, all right. The King of Coins. So this is interesting, because the King of Coins in the reverse position, that would be saying, like, you're not being you know, you're not controlling your resources properly. So maybe, like, this is somebody who wins the lottery and then a year later is bankrupt. Like, so whatever work, whatever windfalls you may come into, which I feel like you could come into some money, make sure you're being responsible with it. Don't just blow it all at once and then all of a sudden have nothing. Like, say you get a stimulus check, or something comes out in that way, and you're like, oh man, now I can finally get this thing. Maybe be a little bit smarter with your money. Be like, okay, well, what do I need for next month, just in case, like, you know, in case you don't have a job or something. Make sure you have a savings. I'm getting that message here. Make sure you save something if you get some money soon. But I feel like there's something coming up for you. So can I get a clarification on this King of Coins, please? Thank you. The Nine of Swords. So yeah, I feel like this is because you're letting go of some anxiety about money, and this anxiety that's leaving you, this confidence that you're finding, it's because of this money situation that's coming in, and it's a reminder not to let it get to you in the sense of, you know, being too spendy. And so that's just reaffirming what I was saying before. All right, let's go into your sacred symbols here. See what's coming up for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to hear? What does Scorpio need to hear? What does Scorpio need to hear? Please and thank you, Spirit. Now, if you connect your energy with these cards, it moves a lot faster. Oh, thank you very much. Connected your energy. What do you got? Gratitude. Yes, gratitude. Gratitude is the attitude, man. Like, that is, like, honestly, like, love and gratitude and patience are like the top 3 keys for me. Gratitude, that is the ultimate manifester right there. That is the ultimate manifester. If you can be like so thankful for the things that you have already received, and be thankful for the things that are coming to you, and be in that vibration, well, you're gonna manifest whatever you want. You're gonna manifest this windfall. And I feel like you be happy that this is coming. don't expect it in you know, some specific way, because recently I had something work out for me that, you know what, it came in a way that I wasn't expecting, like completely unexpected. And yeah, it works. So yeah, be in that attitude of gratitude. That is my number one key for manifestation. All right, we got another card here. Let's see, we got Nature Spirit. So yeah, this is about being grounded, and we got a lot of earth on the board right here. Yeah, a lot of earth, a lot of regrounding. I'm also feeling that with the tower, like getting back to basics, going out in the forest, maybe hugging a tree. Be the weirdo who hugs a tree. Feel its energy. Every creature, every plant, everything has energy. And if you are able to talk to them, not, you know, they don't say words, but I mean, maybe for you they do. Because, you know, some people are clairaudient, and that's a very big possibility. So yeah, just be aware of it. Go hug a tree, sit under the canopy, look up, daydream, see what comes to mind, and just be in the forest if you can. I know it's getting a little bit colder outside, but yeah, this is also about grounding and just like being in that nature element. I feel like that's going to be something that's going to be beneficial for you, especially while you're manifesting all this abundance, which is rightfully yours. All right, let's see what else comes up for you. One more card, please. One more card. One more, please. Thank you. And growth. Yeah, you're growing. You had some growing pains earlier, and you're continuing to grow. And you're going to grow into your ultimate abundance, and that is what you want. That is what you want. All right, so let's go into, where's my box here? Where is it? All right, so we got my box here. By the way, this box is on my website for sale. It's a nice box, but it has my runes in it right now, so let's take those out, and we're going to pick up a rune and see what comes up for this week. What rune wants to work with Scorpio this week? What rune would help Scorpio this week? Please and thank you. Thank you. We're going to flip it over. Ooh, this is Constraint. Oh, what is the name of it? I always forget. Let's grab the book. Nauthiz. So it's page 74. I'll read from the book because these runes are so intense. All right, so constraint, necessity, and pain. Like, that's also like the tower. That's like, you know, things falling apart, but for the better good. All right, so let's go into this. As a part of the cycle of self-transformation, Nauthiz is a great teacher disguised as the bringer of pain and limitation. It has been said that only at the point of our greatest darkness do we become aware of the light within us, by which we come to recognize the true creative power of the self. When something within us is disowned, that which we have disowned wreaks havoc. A cleansing is required here. In undertaking it, you will fund a will and strengthen character. Begin with what is most difficult and proceed to that which is easy. Remember that suffering in its original sense merely meant undergoing. Thus, you are required to undergo the dark side of your passage, to control your anger, to restrain your impulses, to keep your faith firm. All this is at issue here. Modesty and good temper are essential at such a time. All right, well, I feel like that pretty much that backs it up, because, like, you know, pain and limitation, and then moving forward through that pain and limitation to your ultimate abundance. Like, how much more clearly do you want it to be spelled out for you? All right, Scorpio, well, I hope you have the most fantastic week. It's going to be awesome for you, and just be in that vibration, all right? And if you want to book a private reading, let me know. Book it on my website or message me on Instagram. I'd love to work with you. All price points are accepted. And yeah, I hope you have a fantastic week. Take care, Scorpio.